If you haven't heard the recent news, Marlow just had her response video. And this response video is new, and I'm going to be talking about it and making my points and seeing what I agree with and what I don't agree with.
That there are three main allegations being made against me right now, which are cheating, committing theft, and being another person.
I don't know about her doing theft or stealing from anybody, but I do know about the other two. Her cheating and her being Danger Mario. Danger Mario was a good Crystal PvPer back in the day. He hacked all the time. And that was the first thing that was made up about her. And this has been talking about for years on years now. And the other point of her cheating has been studied by Valorant pros and some of the best aimers in the world, saying that aim could not be replicated in any way by any other pro. These people play hours of one of the hardest games in the world, Valorant, where you have to flick and hit headshots guaranteed to win. This is a big statement coming from her, and I completely disagree. I think she's hacking.
They might have had regarding the type of person I am.
I'm going to be talking in my normal voice for the rest of the introduction.
Before she talks about her being in an AI voice, I'm just going to start off and say, why the fuck wouldn't you just do your real voice? Now let's get back into this video, and I'm going to let it fully play out so she or anybody else cannot say that I didn't show the full thing.
But most importantly, I wanted to explain why I was using an AI voice and why I lied about doing so. So first of all, following the whole controversy regarding me being a man, I was actually planning on admitting to using an AI voice prior to posting this video. For those of you who don't know, ever since later on into the cheating allegations, I've been under investigation from the administrators regarding all the videos being made against me. After Ximity's video, this amped up even further since the allegations had become severe enough to where I was becoming too much of a risk to everyone else. The other admins and I had been talking about meeting up in order to debunk the allegations, so we had a discussion about it in our groups. The problem is that within these discussions, the other staff members started to backtrack on the idea of meeting up in person, and they insisted on a video call. Previously, however, I had already been told that a video call was insufficient, since apparently there are advanced forms of AI that make it unreliable. Because of this, I knew that if I were to do a video call and admit to using my real voice, it would convince them that that's what I was already doing, since I had already been lying about using an AI voice. Using the AI voice for the video call wasn't an option either, since using it live has a delay of around 300 ms, which would be very obviously desynchronized. My only option was to keep lying about my voice until I could meet them in person so that I could prove I'm an actual human being. The issue is that I kept trying to arrange a meetup with the other staff members, but almost everyone rejected it. I also wasn't allowed to meet up with my friend Ryra.
So in my opinion, that sounded completely fake and unreliable. Why the fuck wouldn't they want to come and talk to you about it actually being fake? If they actually wanted to do this, they would instantly go over there and talk to you and meet you in real life. But one thing I have to say is, you should have just said it was an AI voice. From the moment you started getting talked about it being an AI voice, you just deflected and saying it wasn't. Because supposedly, it was based off the fake voice I used. You're still using the AI voice. That's like me making the AI prompt and saying, but the prompt was mine. It was just writing the script for me. It's writing the script for you. It is doing it. You just wrote the prompt. Now, come on, guys. Actually, let's lock in and deflect more.
I had already been lying about using an AI voice. Using the AI voice for the video call wasn't an option either, since using it live has a delay of around 300 ms, which would be very obviously desynchronized. My only option was to keep lying about my voice until I could meet them in person so that I could prove I'm an actual human being. The issue is that I kept trying to arrange a meetup with the other staff members, but almost everyone rejected it.
After rewatching that, you can clearly see that she's just lying at her fucking ass. Why the fuck did you really just say, I can't do anything but keep lying? You could have been real and just said, I'm using an AI voice, but I'm a real person, and if we meet up, we can prove that. And they keep on denying that. You show the proof in a video. You never did that. Why did you never show us the proof? It could have been easily explained away, and people would have understood. The only part that you really needed to do was explain the AI voice, and you could have done it was that simple thing. Explain that you weren't cheating, which we'll get into another video, because I don't want to make this video too long. Before I play the next clip, I'm going to play this in full speed. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds. You can skip 1 minute and 30 seconds ahead to skip this part. But in this part, she is the most deceiving liar. She sounds so bad. So pay attention and make sure you hear what she says.
Agree, it's actions like these that have led me here in the first place. So with that being explained, there's another thing I definitely need to talk about. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be upset about this, and in saying it, I have a feeling that I'll probably be cancelled pretty badly since it pretty much affects my entire channel. The reason I'm going to say this is because even with the whole stealing and alting stuff being false, there's still a whole other layer that needs to be dealt with, which is the cheating allegations. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the clips of me hitting while looking in completely different directions and stuff like that. And those things all get explained very well later on in the video, but there are stronger pieces of evidence in the form of consistent tick timings and really smooth aim from my mace montage. A lot of people use this as evidence that I use macros and aim assist. The truth is, almost every montage on my channel is heavily staged. And by that, I mean the majority of clips are scenarios that I replay a few times to create more variety in the montage. In 2 of my vanilla montages, I play a lot of the scenarios in a lower tick speed, which contributes to why my aim tracking looks so surreal and why my timings are so consistent. The only montage on my channel that isn't heavily staged is the sword montage, since there isn't much variety within the game mode anyways. Even in that montage though, I know I staged at least a few clips. The reason that almost no one realized that I was doing this was because I actually do substantially beat the players you see in my montages, but just not necessarily in the exact manner you see in the clip. I try to be very intentional about the...
After she's done saying all this, she basically says, I use fake clips. She says she beats them, but you're playing at a slower speed and then you're speeding it up? Only people... Let's think about Fortnite. Here's somebody hitting a clip, but they put it in slow motion. Now, if you say you're hitting all this, but it's on slow motion, that is not a real clip. That is not as good as it was before. What are you guys talking about? She literally just basically said, I'm hitting the clip, but not in the way that you guys are seeing. It's a little bit different. That sounds like a cheater. That's like a cheater who has aimbot saying, I'm still hitting all the edits. I'm just not shooting the same way y'all are seeing. It's not... That's literally just lying. You guys have to pay attention to these type of people who get in your communities and just lie about it. I'm not going to be showing any more evidence because I do not feel like watching the rest of this 4 fucking hour long video. But I just want to show you that we're really deceiving, and it really actually made me need to make this video because what the fuck, Marlow? You need to lock the fuck in, and you're 100% danger, Mario. I do not believe you anymore at all. I used to have a little bit, but I have none now. What the fuck?